everyone, this is Imran Pardesi sir, and today I will be starting standard 10th math second chapter number 2, that is Pythagoras theorem. So dear students, in Pythagoras theorem today we will see, look at the board, the first one Pythagorean triplet, theorem of geometric mean, similarity and right angle triangles, and Pythagoras theorem. The remaining two topics, that is application of Pythagoras theorem and Apollonius theorem, these two topics has been reduced from your syllabus. It means practice set 2.2 is completely reduced, completely cut from your syllabus. It will not be asked in exam. Is it clear? It means you have to practice set 2.1 only. Is it clear? So let's start with the Pythagorean triplet. So dear students, what is Pythagorean triplet? In a triplet of natural numbers, if the square of the largest number is equal to the sum of the squares of the remaining two numbers, then the triplet is called Pythagorean triplet. What does it mean, this definition? In a triplet of natural numbers, suppose three numbers will be given to you. You have to choose the largest number and you have to solve the square of the largest number. For example, look at here, these three are natural numbers, natural triplets. So 61 is the largest, right? 11, 60 and 61 is the largest. So you will take first 61 square, that is 3721. How you will find 61 will multiply to 61? Is it clear? Now 61 square is 3721. That is your first answer. Which two numbers remain? 11 and 60. So you will take 11 square plus 60 square. It means sum of the squares of two remaining sides, two remaining numbers should be equal to the square of the largest number. So the answer of these two remaining number is 3721. Okay, which is equals to the first answer. Okay, so at last we will write 61 square, the square of the greatest number is equals to the sum of the square of the remaining two numbers from first and second answer. Therefore, these three numbers, these three natural numbers is a Pythagorean triplet. Okay, understood? Now see, we will start the practice set 2.1. Question number 1. Question number 1 is having all. Are they, the mentioned three natural numbers are Pythagorean triplets? You have to solve. Okay, 2 I have solved, remaining you will solve. It is very simple. In 9th standard also we have seen. See, 3, 5, 4. These three triplet natural numbers, which is the largest, which is the bigger one? 5. Square of 5 is 25. We have to write first the square of the largest number. First we will write the square of the largest number, that is 5 square 25, first answer. Which two numbers remain? 3 and 4. So we will write sum of the squares of two remaining numbers. Sum means addition of squares of two remaining numbers, that is 3 square plus 4 square. 3 square is 9 plus 4 square is 16. The sum of the squares of two remaining number is 25, which is equals to the answer first. If answer number 1 and answer number 2 are equal, we have to write square of the largest number is equals to square of the sum of two remaining numbers. Okay, 5 square is equals to 3 square plus 4 square from first and second. So therefore the given triplets 3, 5, 4 is a Pythagorean triplet. Now look at the second question, 4, 9, 12. Which is the largest? Which is the bigger? 12. So square of 12 is 144. That is your first answer. Okay, which two numbers left? 4 and 9. So sum of the square of two remaining numbers. So square of the two remaining numbers, 4 square plus sum means plus 9 square. 4 square 16 plus 9 square 81. Sum of the squares of two remaining number 97, which is not equals to the answer first. So therefore I will write largest number, square of the largest number does not equals to the sum of the squares of two remaining number from first and second. So therefore 4, 9, 12 is not a Pythagorean triplet. Is it clear? The rest questions you will solve by your own. Okay, now we will see question number 2. So dear students, after Pythagorean triplet, we will see now what is geometric mean. I will explain you the theorem of geometric mean. In short, please look at the board and understand, and then we will solve practice set 2.1 question number 2 and 3, it is on geometric mean. So please look at the board, theorem of geometric mean. Okay, see here, after Pythagorean triplet we will see the second topic, theorem of geometric mean. So what is theorem of geometric mean? Pay attention. In a right angle triangle, can you see this is a right angle triangle? The perpendicular segment to the hypotenuse, can you see BD is a perpendicular on hypotenuse AC. Okay, ABC is a right angle triangle and BD is perpendicular on hypotenuse AC. From the opposite vertex, yes, from B we have drawn the perpendicular BD on hypotenuse AC. Is the geometric mean of the segments into which the hypotenuse is divided. Can you see triangle ABC is a right angle triangle and segment AC is hypotenuse. Can you see perpendicular drawn from B to hypotenuse? BD is a perpendicular which is drawn on hypotenuse AC, okay, which divides the hypotenuse into two parts, C, AD and DC. Yes or no? Yes. So this figure, whenever you will see in the question paper or in the textbook that a right angle triangle is given and one perpendicular drawn from the opposite side of hypotenuse to on the hypotenuse, then we have to see this figure is of geometric mean. In this figure, BD is the perpendicular and BD segment BD is geometric mean of AD and CD. Is it clear? Now see, I have written here in detail. In right angle triangle ABC, segment BD perpendicular to hypotenuse AC. Correct? Now see, therefore triangle BDA and triangle CDB both are 90 degree. This is and this is, these two triangles are similar to each other because this is also right angle triangle, this is also right angle triangle. So similarity of right angles, okay. Then we have to write their corresponding sides, see BD upon CD, DA upon DB. Now BD and CD and this is DB, we can write BD, DB we can write BD. Yes, so we will make changes, BD upon CD as it is, DA and this BD we will write DB, we will write BD. So this BD and this BD will multiply to each other, it will be BD square is equals to CD multiplied by DA. Is it clear? So this is the formula of geometric mean. It means BD square, whatever will be geometric mean, that square is equals to one part of hypotenuse multiplied by second part of hypotenuse. Is it clear? Again I am saying how we will understand the given question is of geometric mean. There is a figure, right angle triangle and one perpendicular drawn on hypotenuse AC. One perpendicular drawn on hypotenuse AC. So that perpendicular is geometric mean. It means BD square is equals to AD multiplied by DC. Is it clear? Now here, see, we will start practice set 2.1 question number 2 in figure 2.17. This is figure 2.17. Angle MNP, N comes in between which is 90 degree, means the given triangle is a right angle triangle, okay. Segment NQ, can you see NQ is a perpendicular drawn on hypotenuse MP is a hypotenuse, NQ is perpendicular, okay, which divides the hypotenuse in two parts, MQ and QP, yes, okay. So this is what? This is only the, if you will see this figure, you should quickly understand this figure is of geometric mean. What is geometrical mean? Geometric mean means what? Right angle triangle will be given to you. This is right angle triangle and one perpendicular will be drawn on hypotenuse. Hypotenuse पे ये perpendicular draw किया हुआ होगा. It means this is a geometric mean. So which is equals to NQ square is equals to MQ multiplied by QP. NQ square is equals to MQ multiplied by QP. This is geometric mean formula. So now we will write in triangle MNP. Angle MNP is 90 degree given in the question. Segment NQ is perpendicular on hypotenuse MP. NQ is perpendicular on hypotenuse MP. So segment NQ is what? Segment NQ is geometric mean of MQ and QP. Yes, NQ is what? Geometric mean of MQ and QP. So therefore I will write NQ square, जो भी geometric mean होगा उसका square is equals to MQ multiplied by QP. So NQ square is equals to MQ multiplied by QP. That is what? Theorem of geometric mean. Now MQ is given over there 9. QP is also given 4. 9 4s are 36. So we want NQ. Find NQ. We don't want NQ square. We will take the square by taking square root. NQ is equals to 36 is the square of 6. NQ is equals to 6. 6 what? No meter, no centimeter. So we will use units. Is it clear? So this is how we have to use this. NQ square is equals to MQ multiplied by QP. And here BD square is equals to AD multiplied by DC. This figure and this figure are the example of the theorem of geometric mean. Is it clear? Hello everyone. Now we will see the question number 3. Please look at the board. It is also about the geometric mean. Please look at the board. See, we have done Pythagorean triplet. Now we are studying theorem of geometric mean. Question number 2 we have solved. Now this is question number 3. Please read it. In the adjoining figure, this is the figure. Okay, we have to observe this figure and we have to understand that angle QPR. Okay, P is in between and P is equals to 90 degree. It means triangle QPR is a right angle triangle. Okay, and segment PM is perpendicular on hypotenuse QR. Okay, segment PM is perpendicular on hypotenuse QR. Because this angle P is 90 degree and opposite side of 90 degree is hypotenuse. So QR is hypotenuse. Okay. Now can you see here Q dash M dash R means these 3 points are collinear points. They are lying in a straight line. So we can write QR is equals to QM plus MR. QR is equals to QM plus MR because these 3 points are collinear points. Okay, see, if PM is given 10, PM is 10, means this is geometric mean. Why? Because this is a perpendicular which divides the hypotenuse in 2 parts, right? So PM is geometric mean. So PM is equals to 10 and QM is 8. It means we have to find MR and at last we have to find QR, means QM plus MR. Okay, so first we will find out MR. How? By the geometric mean, theorem of geometric mean. Why we will use theorem of geometric mean here? Because here this triangle is 90 degree, a right angle triangle, and perpendicular drawn from the opposite side of hypotenuse, that is PN is a perpendicular on hypotenuse QR. PM is perpendicular on hypotenuse QR. So PM is geometric mean. Look at here in triangle QPR. Angle QPR, P is 90 degree given. Segment PM is perpendicular on hypotenuse QR. So PM is geometric mean. So here we will use geometric mean formula, that is PM square is equals to, can you see, PM square is equals to QM multiplied by MR. This is what theorem of geometric mean. Theorem of geometric mean. Is it clear? Okay, so this is a theorem of geometric mean, that this is the geometric mean PM square is equals to QM multiplied by MR. So PM is given 10, 10 square means 100, QM is given 8, MR we have to find. So this 8 is in multiplication form. This 8 will come to the left hand side and it will divide the 100. So 8 ones are 8, 10 was there, 8 ones are 8, 2 remain, 20. 8 twos are 16. Okay, 4 remain. So in 8 times table 4 does not come. So I will increase 0. I will give decimal point. So 8 5s are 40. So therefore MR is equals to 12.5 units. Now we have to find QR, hypotenuse QR. So QR is possible by the addition of QM plus MR because QM are collinear points. Can you see QM are collinear points? So I have to write QR is equals to QM plus MR. So QM is 8, this is 8 and this is 12.5. So QR will be 20.5. So this is how we have to use geometric mean, theorem of geometric mean here by the using this figure, and we will find out the hypotenuse QR. Is it clear?